G'day lads, welcome back to another video. Apologies about being away from YouTube for a while. Me and Mick have had some stuff going on and been pretty busy, so taking a bit of a break, but we're back now. And today we're going to show you my new supercut that I drove nearly 12 hours to pick up.
All by yourself too.
Yeah, I know. It was a long drive, but you know, it's worth it. Yeah, so let's get into it and let's show you these beasts and why they are so good.
So here's the beast. You should be seeing it in some real nice, crispy new quality camera too. So we had a bit of an upgrade, but
Yeah, bit of an upgrade.
Bit of an upgrade.
Bit of an upgrade.
But I know nothing about supercuts, so this is going to be a learning experience for me as well. So tell me a little bit about it.
I don't know much about them either. I'm going to be honest with you. I've owned one before, and I ended up picking it up for, I think it was $100. This was like 2 years ago. And I got one, and I'm like, oh, I'm never going to use one of those. It's too big. Anyway, fast forward a year and a half, I wanted to get a supercut.
You were chasing one.
I paid $1,100 for this, so I'm kicking myself now because I could have kept the old one, but I didn't. So anyway, what's good about a supercut? It's a heavier mower. It's better built. Now these weigh, I think, around 110 kilos, I believe. So they're quite a heavy machine. This is a 20-inch supercut, so they come in, I believe they come in 14-inch, 14-inch, I think 18-inch and 20-inch. They might be coming in 24 as well. I'm not 100% sure, but like I said, I don't know everything about these machines. I've just always wanted one. I reckon they look cool, and everyone always raves on about them. So these are from, this is, I think, from the 50s, I believe. So these are really early. These are pretty much one of the first Scott Bonners, I believe, that hit the scene post World War II. So they're pretty cool as in terms of how old they are and how well built they are. Like, it's all cast iron, so this is all cast iron, and they're actually built to. You don't really have to replace parts in these. They're sort of, everything's just serviceable, which is pretty cool. You got grease points pretty much everywhere, so all the bearings are re-greasable, and yeah, they're designed to last. And like I said, this is what, 7 years old. It's pretty incredible. Like, this is a 7-year-old mower. It doesn't look 7 years old.
No, it's in pretty good condition.
Yeah, it's obviously had a repaint over its life and stuff like that, and you know, it's had the things necessary done to it to keep it running and working. It's had a new motor put on it as well. But they're super cool. They're super heavy, super cool. They produce a fantastic cut. They've got a 10-blade reel on them as well. And just look at the thickness of those blades. Like, compared to like a 45, they're a lot thicker. So they withstand stones and stuff like that a lot better. It's got a new bed knife on it. I noticed when I picked it up, which is pretty cool. The rear roller is very similar to a Scotty in terms of, you know, it's all cast iron rear roller. It doesn't have the grooves like a 45 does. It's just got a sort of flat finish. But yeah, it's all intact. There's no cracks, which is pretty cool. And I just love the side covers on these things. They look cool. I've seen people polish them up.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
They look
Polish
cool.
it up.
They look so cool polished up. So, but yeah, this is a chain-driven model. So these come in belts as well. So you'll see some of them have 2 belts. This is a chain-driven, and this is, I think the earlier ones had the chain. So that's one of the things that I noticed, it being an earlier model, because it had the chain on it. And also, I believe these were adjustable in the later models, and this is a fixed type. So it's actually coming loose. Yeah, they're actually adjustable in the later model ones. This is fixed. So that's another point, I believe, that tells it's an earlier one. So this is somewhere in the 50s, which is, yeah, pretty cool. I've actually got a catcher as well. I don't have that here. It's in the shed at the moment, and I can't bother going to get it, so I won't show you that. But yeah, it comes with a catcher as well. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So
a 45 is more of a domestic mower.
Yeah.
What were these for?
I believe these were more suited to like tennis courts, and I think they might have been used for cricket pitches as well back in the day. So yeah, these were a commercial grade machine back in the day. These weren't designed for your domestic. They were too expensive for your domestic sort of scene. Okay, if you take this chain cover off, I obviously won't be able to do it right now. Maybe we can show you a photo of it in the clip, but you'll just see the gears and that. It reminds you of like an engine in terms of what they're using. Like, everything's really heavy duty. heavy duty, gears and chains and stuff like that. So
Yeah. Righto.
yeah, it's a cool jigger, and just really well built. And I'm really happy I took the plunge and got one. So I was looking at getting a MoMaster, obviously. That was what I wanted to get, but I just couldn't justify the $6,500 price tag.
Maybe one day.
Yeah, maybe one day, 100%.
Maybe one day.
Oh, like I said, the MoMaster's a step up from this again.
Yeah.
But it's a very similar in terms of that heavy sort of mower. You can get that lower cut on them. So, and that's what I wanted. I wanted a heavier mower because I just find that a 45 just floats a little bit too much. And especially on Kaik's a thicker blade, so it tends to float a bit more.
Yeah.
This is just a lot more steadier and holds better lines, and it gets a better cut out of it. So that's the reason why this mower is going to be dedicated to my front yard.
Yeah, nice. So run us through how it moves, how to operate this machine.
Yeah, all right. So operation-wise, pretty basic. So obviously the motor runs like any other machine. Start the choke up, get it going, and then to engage the actual the reel. It's this is currently disengaged, so you can see this the way the arm works here. So all you do is you push it down, and that engages it. So that will then engage it. So we'll show you this. We'll run it, and we'll show you how it works. So that's that. And to actually engage the rear roller, like a lot of guys say, oh, supercuts tend to take off from you, but it's all about riding the clutch. So all you want to do is ride the clutch. So I tend to use it like this. So I'll actually use the machine like this, and I'll keep my hand there to ensure that it's not going too fast, because the more you go this way, the more you're going to engage that rear roller, and it's going to spin quicker. So this is a chain driven model, so there's no slip in terms of that. So yeah, there's no reduction. So with the belt driven ones, they have a reduction gearbox, so you can actually put them into two different gears, I believe. So this is all just one gear, so these tend to move a bit quicker. But like I said, it's all got to do with riding the clutch.
So there it is, the Supercut. We're thinking of a very funny nickname. We might get you back with something else on a later date, but that's the first time I've seen one in action. I'm thoroughly impressed, and you can probably tell by all the footage how good of a cut it had. It's so flat, it's so nice.
Yeah, a lot more weight.
Lot more
Makes
weight.
a big difference.
Big wide stripes.
Yep.
It looks awesome. I'm slightly jealous, but I don't think I can use this on my front lawn. It's a bit too small.
It'll take about 20 seconds to mow.
Up and back, done. But that's it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for coming back in. We had a bit of a hiatus, but we're back. So you know what to do. Follow all our socials, links down below. Yeah, pretty much it. Cheers.
Cheers, legends.